has died at the age of 88. He served twice in the post under Presidents Gerald Ford and George W. Bush. Rumsfeld oversaw the start of the war in Afghanistan and the U.S. invasion of Iraq. He remained unapologetic about the war in Iraq, insisting that toppling Saddam Hussein created a, quote, more stable and secure world.
Agenda with a lot of good business to work with.
Consequential, yet controversial. Serving in the Navy, Congress, the White House, and the Pentagon, Donald Rumsfeld was the youngest Secretary of Defense and the only person to hold the job twice. In a career that spanned more than 6 decades, Rumsfeld served as Secretary of Defense under U.S. Presidents Gerald Ford and George W. Bush. But it was his service under Bush and 9/11 that would define his legacy. Rumsfeld was inside the Pentagon on September 11, 2001, when it was hit. Working closely with then Vice President Dick Cheney, he oversaw both the U.S. invasions in Iraq and Afghanistan.
On that point, let me be clear. We have the forces, the capabilities, and the intention to fully prosecute the global war on terror while responding to this unprecedented humanitarian crisis here at home.
His leadership, coupled with the administration's hardline policy, would ultimately topple Iraqi President Saddam Hussein. But as the architect of the Iraq War, he was left to defend the spiraling conflict that followed.
Now, what is the message there? The message is that there are known knowns. There are things we know that we know. There are known unknowns. That is to say, there are things that we now know we don't know. But there are also unknown unknowns. There are things we do not know we don't know.
Calls for his resignation grew when reports emerged of U.S. personnel torturing prisoners at Abu Ghraib, a move that would ignite global condemnation. Bush eventually let Rumsfeld go in 2006 following growing anti-war sentiment.
It's been the highest honor of my life to serve with the talented men and women of the Department of Defense.
Rumsfeld once wrote, "If you're not criticized, you may not be doing much." Words that will inevitably follow him as a deeply divisive figure.